fine spirits meet. And today we have the second of the Nikka malts on our cask, and it's the Yoichi Single Malt. That means this whiskey comes from the Yoichi distillery only.
Yeah, it's a single malt, and this is pot still whiskey, and it's typically used a lot in those Japanese blended whiskies, which are very, very famous and are drunken a lot. So this distillery was first distillery of this guy Taketsuru, you know that story
Taketsuru, yeah.
better. It was built in 1934. Like the Scottish distilleries he visited or worked for the decade before.
Yeah, I have tons to say about Yoichi. One thing I would like to mention, I think that was one of our last live streams, or maybe last 3 live streams. Somebody asked me which one is the nicest distillery that you've ever visited, and I actually answered Yoichi. Let me tell you a little bit why. It's just a very nice distillery. It's medium sized, and it's just such a nice flair to it. You can just feel that entrepreneur spirit within that campus, I would say, because it's really a campus with a lot of green in it and some buildings on there, and there's always a guy with a little truck coming, or a little forklift coming with a little shovel at the front, and then he goes up to the stills, and then he takes his shovel and takes the coal and shovels it under the
It's still
still.
a coal-fired.
It's a coal-fired whiskey. Yeah,
It's no longer possible in the European community because due to the
evil coal.
not only coal but the
Exhaust.
dust and the particles too much, and now the UK is out of the European community, and probably they may switch back to coal firing.
Some of them might be. The thing
Never.
but that's just one point about it. You have a nice arc at the beginning that just lets you into that world, and it feels a little bit like a park, like a attraction park, like a theme park. Whiskey is theme park, and when you're inside, you have a very nice restaurant, you have a picnic area, you have apple trees, you have a gift shop, you have the distillery room, the mashing and the fermenting, and then there's the owner's house. Actually, you can't go into that, but that is especially nice, where you have the playing room. And in the old days, the Japanese men thought that it was very important to have a toilet next to every room, because when you play with your friends, like poker or I don't know, chink, whatever, then you don't want to miss anything. You just go into the cupboard and back in. So a really strange idea to not have the time to go 5 meters or 10 meters to the next toilet. but it's so down to earth family, Taketsuru family, which is strange because he was Japanese and she was Scottish. Yeah.
And he brought her with him from Scotland.
Yes.
And what I remember was when I first had a Yoichi malt, it had been 15 years of age. Then there had been a 10-year of age, and now those aged malts are gone, and it's only the no age statement whiskey left over, and it's priced in the 70s, depending wherever you live. And that is quite expensive, but this distillery is in a rural, remote area where you have additional costs.
It's a bit mean for me to say the nicest distillery on the planet I've visited 300 distilleries now, is at the end of the world for nearly everyone except Japan.
This one is not too far away, 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours drive from Sapporo.
Yeah,
this ski resort.
So yes, you can go to Sapporo with plane and then drive 2 hours.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
massive.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
I like it. I like it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is massive smokiness, but combined with an exotic fruitiness, together with some remembrance of salt. So there's no salt in it, of course not. And but you feel it. The close sea, the brine, and intense on the tongue. A little bit of nuttiness in the aftertaste. Maltiness. Very, very good.
I love it because it's I think it's a medium to heavy smoky.
Medium. Yeah.
Medium, I would say nearly a heavy one. It's quite hefty, and it's a spicy one and a strong one, as you said. It has a lot of volume in it, a lot of oak in it, and a lot of smoky in it. But it's I don't know how to describe the smoke. That is really strange for me.
It's not this stinky hospital smoke. No, it's not. There's an aromatic, friendly smokiness in it.
I would say a normal bonfire smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. So, and also what I think is $69.90 on Whisky.com in the shop for, oh no, sorry. The price may vary for the Netherlands. No, it's not. This is the German price. We don't know the Netherlands price. I think that's a bit higher, isn't it? Because they have more taxes. I don't know. But you can get it on Whisky.com if you live in the Netherlands. And this is pretty low for Yoichi malt because they don't produce that much. They don't have a column still. They have to supply to the big blends from Nikka. So there's not that much on the market, and €70 for Yoichi is, yeah, it's a high price for a non-aged single malt, but it's still for Yoichi, it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, that was it with our review of the Nikka Yoichi Single Malt. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.